7. This is not, see Dick run here or watch Jane and Spot. And also Show Me the Money. This is very important. Little guest with him this morning, Tony.
We most certainly do, Diana. An adorable young lady, Adora Svitak. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Yes. And you're 7 years old, right?
Yeah.
She is one of the most prolific writers we've ever met. She's been writing for half of your life, is that right?
Yeah.
So 3.5 years. And you're writing a story for us this morning?
Yeah.
Yeah. How long ago did you start?
Oh, you mean this story?
This story, yeah.
Oh, I think a few minutes ago.
Just a few minutes ago. And by the end of the show, you're going to have a whole story written.
Probably.
Okay, well, we hope so. We'll take a look. We're going to monitor how you do throughout the show. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. We appreciate it. And we'll read some of the story to you as well. Right now, we've got to take a look at what's happening.
We'll have a chance to read her story coming up. But let's head up to Bill again at the news desk. Bill?
Diana, I peeked over her shoulder. The subtext is unbelievable, and the dialogue is really quite good. Good morning, everyone.
She's writing a little short novel for us, and I went over just to take a peek sneak, and she's like, I'm not finished yet. She's an artist. She started about an hour ago. She's written over 300 stories.
You can't interrupt the creative process.
No. So I'm going to read a little bit of it.
Can't wait.
Look at her.
Go.
She types 60 words a minute.
Oh, no kidding.
Playing.
Wow. Also, you've been
Writer in residence, Adora Svitak. She's been a writer for half her life. About 3.5 years. She's just 7 years old. She's been writing here on our program for a couple of hours now, and we're looking at going to take a look at some of the stories she's written. Adora, I know you wanted to continue to write, but I appreciate it. May I please, ma'am, may I read some of your work to our viewers?
Sure.
All right, thank you. Again, 7 years old. This is what she's written in just about an hour. Hi, Lisa said to Edward, her father's friend. Hi, Lisa, Edward said. You got up work early, Lisa said. Just to see you, Edward said. Lisa blushed and said, well, I really need to get back to class. I hope Mrs. Waters isn't too angry with me for being late. She won't be, Edward said. What was your teacher's name when you were little? Lisa asked Edward. Miss Lambert, Edward said. And she got really angry if I was late. Not that I usually was, of course. Oh, Lisa said, and now I really better get back to class. And I need to get back to work, Edward said, winking. And Christopher Columbus took this route here, over to America. Lisa Stewart, are you listening? Oh, sorry, dozed off, Lisa said, looking around her. She had dozed off, and she saw Mrs. Lambert looking at her with a look of utmost fury on her face. Lisa Stewart, I will tell your parents about this, Miss Lambert said, and continued, your punishment shall be to stay after school and help sort out the construction paper that just arrived. Yes, ma'am, Lisa mumbled. Adora, this is how do you create these characters so quickly? You've only been sitting there for about an hour. How did this all come to your mind?
I was just thinking it.
The characters come to your mind and you just think it and you can't write fast enough?
Yeah.
What are some of the other stories you've written about?
Like one of my favorite ones is Stephanie and Amanda.
Oh, I read that one too. Well, you have written over 300 stories. This is brilliant. I had to stop reading because I don't know some of these words that the little 7-year-old wrote, so I had to cut it short. But I know on the bottom she has to be continued. She's an artiste and she did not want to interrupt. But Adora, thank you so much. We appreciate it. We'll check back with you from time to time. Next week.